Welcome back. We've got one more round to play in this week's Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. Winner is going on to the finale. Winnebago has 240. Keith Country Day has 170. We finished with our Mercy Health Final Challenge, which is a buzz-in. Only rule difference is each question is worth 20 points, and we all know how important those 20 points can be. Josh just took a deep breath. Mitch just took a deep breath. All the way down the line, Keith took a deep breath, and I'm sure Winnebago's doing the same thing. Hands on your buzzers for our first question in the Mercy Health Final Challenge. Remember the most important thing, wait for me to call your name and say your answer loudly and clearly. Here comes. What author described kissing Peter Van Dawn in her diary? Carson.
Anne Frank.
That's correct. 20 points for Winnebago. What national park is home to the largest hot spring in the United States? Hayden.
Yellowstone.
That's right. Grand Prismatic Spring, also Old Faithful. 20 points for Keith. What device, first created by Alessandro Volta using stacks of copper and zinc plates, is used, Merrick?
Tesla coil.
Incorrect. I'll finish for Keith. Is used to store electrical energy and has AA and AAA types. Mitch?
Batteries.
That's correct. Battery. Those are your 20. 2 in a row. Name the San Antonio mission where Santa Anna's Mexican. Mitch?
Alamo.
That's correct. Good you remembered that, and you got 20 points. Name the Washington Irving short story in which the titled Dutch settler falls asleep in the Catskill Mountains and misses the Revolutionary War. Mitch?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Incorrect. I will finish for Winnebago. The Catskill Mountains and misses the Revolutionary War during a 20-year nap. A rare no answer from both teams. Rip Van Winkle. That's that character. New question, both teams. What Maxis game series that began in 2000 allows players to meet the Social Bunny and the Grim Reaper while creating, Josh?
Sims.
Yes, creating and controlling digital people. Those are your 20 points. What shape appears in nature as the cloud at the North Pole of Saturn, in the basalt columns of the Giant's Causeway, and in the wax cells of honeycomb in a beehive? Hayden?
Hexagon.
Yes, hexagon is right. Keith, those are your points. Name the queen whose chemise portrait inspired a court scandal and who was beheaded after. Hayden?
Marie Antoinette.
That's correct. After the death of her husband, King Louis XVI, 20 more points. Organic chemistry studies compounds based on what element, which has atomic number 6?
Carbon.
Ishaq.
Carbon.
That's correct, and those are your 20 points. Name the Saudi Arabian city that contains the Kaaba and is the subject. Ishaq.
Mecca.
That is correct. Subject of the Hajj. That's 20 points. Name the sculpture by Auguste Rodin, believed to represent the poet Dante, in which a nude figure sits pensively with his chin. Mitch?
The Thinker.
That's right, with his chin on his fist. 20 more points. What chemical substances are defined by the Lewis theory as electron pair acceptors and have pH values lower than 7, unlike Mitch?
Bases.
Incorrect. I'll finish for Winnebago. Unlike bases. Carson?
Atoms.
Incorrect. Acids, the opposite of bases. Acids. No points. New question. What group behind the hits Year 3000 and SOS broke up in 2013 but reunited in 2019 with the release of songs like Sucker and Hayden?
The Jonas Brothers.
Don't be embarrassed that you know the Joe Bros. Those are your 20 points. And that long buzzer means time is up. We need those applause to catch our breath. First of all, that is a great example. Keith went into this round 70 points behind and won by 110. That is an example of never count yourself out in that final round. So congratulations to both teams. First of all, Winnebago, tough game. You ran a lightning round, which is something to be proud of, and you still racked up a ton of points in this game. But you're not done. You get to play in our consolation game. I know it's not the finale where you'd rather be, but you certainly should be proud of yourselves, and that consolation game will be in a couple of weeks. Keith, congratulations. You're moving on to our finale. We joke around with the masks. You can't see people smiling, but you can see the smiles in everybody's eyes right now, all the way down the line. Now you can take a breath, and you will move on to the finale to face the winner of next week's matchup, which is St. Rita versus Marshall. We hope you can join us for that. Thanks for being here.